What's going on, fam? It is Thursday, January the 8th, I believe, in the year 2020. 2020. And I am, I'm just reflecting on my thoughts, and I want to talk to you. Honestly.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Allegheny Street.
I want to ask you, what is it that's separating you from what you know to do, from where you are today? What is it separating you, separating where you are from where you want to be? Are you where you want to be today? And why
turn
is
right
it
onto
that you are
Allegheny
not?
Street,
Because
then turn left onto Chrisman Street.
the honest truth of the matter is that many of us are not where we want to be. You're not where you want to be right now. Have you ever looked at it and thought
turn
about
left
why
onto Chrisman
is it
Street, Pacific
why is
Street.
it that
Then
you're
your
not where you want
destination
to
will
be?
be on the right.
Look at the facts. What is it separating you?
Your destination is on the right.
And here's the thing. Many times, it's not even that you don't know what to do. It's the fact that you don't do what you know. Why is it that you're not doing what you know? Why is it that that you know that you need to get up earlier in the morning in order to get everything taken care of, but you don't? Why isn't that you haven't cleaned out the garage? You've known that the garage needed to be cleaned out for 3 months, but you just haven't done it? Why is it that you know that your kids need more structure, but you fail to implement it? Why is it that you know that in order to make 6 figures this year, you need to make sure that that you are completing your tasks and your assignments that you've set for yourself consistently every single day, and you need to do it by a specific time each day in order to get it done? Why is it that you work harder for somebody else who tells you to get up and to be at work at a specific amount of time than you're going to work for yourself, than you're going to work for your family? Why is it? Is your why strong enough? The reason why you're doing it, do you really feel it strong enough? And here's the thing, man. You have to make up in your mind that you just have to get it done. You have to figure out some way to switch into autopilot and get it done. It's time out for talking about things and not doing it. Why haven't you planned that meeting that you said you were going to plan? Why haven't you started that business that you said that you were going to start? Why haven't you done it? It's not about the money, right? Why haven't you started doing things, working towards it? Is what you're doing on a daily basis going to get you to where you want to be by the end of the year? Yeah, you say you want to make 6 figures by the end of the year. Well, what you did yesterday, is what you did yesterday going to get you to that 6-figure income that you need? Is it? And if it's not, then I suggest that you change up your daily routine. See, many of us are failing because we it's very simple. We don't have a routine for ourselves. We're literally waking up. We have goals, but we don't have plans for that day. We don't have a task list. We don't have things to that we are trying to knock out. We don't have a blueprint for ourselves for each day. And you have to make sure that when you're getting up, and even when you're resetting at the end of the night, that you know what it is that you need to do in order to be successful for that day. Even if it's just one thing, even if it's just 2 or 3 things in that day that need to be accomplished so that you can feel like you are doing something that's worthwhile, you need to do it. You need to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You need to have that motivation, but you can't do it unless you have your why in order, unless you're really considering your why, right? So get up in the morning. Write that list out of the things that you need to do that's going to make you closer to that goal. And listen, go into autopilot. Just do it. Forget about the excuses. Yes, I know that every time every time you get in a mode and you start to going and things get to flowing, yeah, I know that there's some kind of setback that always happens. That there's a bill that needs to be paid, and so now you got to work this side job and get this side hustle in order to get the bill paid. And every time you get a schedule for your kids, all of a sudden your wife gets sick, and then you can't adhere to the schedule, or somebody doesn't do what they're supposed to do, and you don't feel like disciplining like you're supposed to. And I know that there is always a setback. There's always an issue that comes up, an unexpected money problem. The car breaks down. But guess what? You don't have time for these excuses. If you need to burn the midnight oil in order to make things happen, then you know what? You have to be willing to do what it takes. You have to be willing to make the shift. Make that shift. Who are the mentors that are around you right now? Who are the people that are speaking into your life? Is it depression? Is it oppression? Is it doubt? Are you hearing those voices from your 3rd and 4th grade teacher that told you that, hey, you're going down the wrong path and you're never going to be nothing? Are you listening to that person that doubted you all your life? Are you listening to that? Is that becoming your own voice in your head that's speaking negativity into your life? Listen, you need to change your mentors. You need to listen to, you need to make Eric Thomas your mentor. There's so many mentors and resources that are available on the internet, on YouTube, wherever the case is. So many things that you can feed your mind with, but on a daily basis, you're feeding your mind with things that are destructive to where you're going. And that's the problem. We're feeding our mind with garbage TV. We're feeding our mind with delusional stuff. Guess what? The people that make those YouTube channels, the people that make those TV television series, guess what? They're so busy making the television series, they don't have time to watch them. Most of those folks don't own a TV. Why? Because they are busy creating and not consuming. Switch your mind from consumer to creator. You need to make the mind switch, make the shift, right? And make sure that the mentors and the people that you are listening to in your life are people that can guide you to where you're going, instead of people, instead of things in your past that have been taken away from where you're going. That's the reason that you're not where you're supposed to go, because everything that you're feeding into your mind is telling you, sit on the couch a little bit longer. Scroll through Facebook a little bit longer. Scroll through Instagram a little bit longer. See what's going on with this person's life. Is that person talking about you? Is that person, do they have your name in their mouth? Why are you worried about that stuff? If you were moving forward and if your life was going in the direction that you wanted it to, you would not care about what other people are thinking and saying about you, because you'd be too busy fulfilling your goals and your dreams, the hopes that God has put on the inside of you. Listen, beloved, get up. Stop making excuses for your life. There are people that believe in you, but if there is not, guess what? Jesus believes in you. God believes in you. He knows what he put on the inside of you, and it's up to you to do the work in order to bring that out. There are people in this earth that need to hear your voice. There are people in this earth that need to benefit from what you have on the inside of you. And until you stop making excuses, you're never going to get to the place where you need to go. So, beloved, it's time. It's time to make the switch. Make the switch. Change the mentors around you. That's the first step that you need to change. Change the mentors. Make sure that you're feeding yourself with things that are going to propel you and motivate you to go to that goal, inspire you to put the resources and things in place to get to that goal, instead of things that are taken away from your character, things that are eating at you, things that are causing you to go into depression and oppression and to have that self-fulfilling prophecy, and where you're looking back and you're getting mad at all the people who spoke negativity into your life. It's time to come up. It's 2020, baby. We need to make something shake. Stop it. Stop it. Stop dwelling on all the negative stuff that's happened in your life. Stop dwelling on all the negative things that you've said to yourself. Stop dwelling on all the negative things that you've done and all the people who left. God intends it for a lesson. That's all I have, y'all. Be blessed.